Facebook. Join us and please don't forget to share the link. It's Sompa 93.1. Yaw, Nepom to say, Bibi Aboko, Yadoba, they say, Speaker, and warning MPs against privilege abuse. Nana Small can say he's not going to give cover for any law-breaking member of parliament because MPs be by reason of the fact that Omoye MPs some are abusing that privilege. The amount of MP, the honorable Atono Sono, as a water tin some are dealing with others with impunity. Any as a criminalities being in near because or see from say or Mabel Tenassi unshielding any MP.
Are designed to protect the independence of the legislature, not to obstruct justice. These provisions are institutional safeguards. They were never intended as escape routes for honorable members. Where allegations are raised, due processes must take their course. Parliament will not stand by while members are subjected to unlawful or politically motivated persecution. But neither will Parliament offer protection to those who seek to misuse its privileges to frustrate legitimate investigations. I will not shelter anybody here.
That is coming from Right Honorable Kingsford Bagbina, the Speaker of Parliament, and Odin Semi Tujano. Majority leader is pushing to have a number of MPP backbenchers hauled before Privileges Committee over their failure to reveal the identity of their colleague who described former President Rawlings as a murderer. Mobe Kaya na enkomodie bi koso omrasebe jefie and Senator Rawlings Honorable Opeja ni musu obekasa na obi free e kire oka say shut up, sit down, daughter of a murderer. And Abekaya, Voltarians led by Agbodakwe ni pediphobe to say Anita the so mode petition breast speaker. Now speaker, how much shall move on the background?
Speaker said the end one crowd was some no you say. Even CCTV cameras or parliament or no more cameras here will be a casa.
And the casano.
And a casano and Tivan capture more casa, you know. Or see, I don't know, man, who you know.
Now, said the background, Omiaso no Tiemu. Ocasio, I say. Oh, to say the CIA, or do Mike, you know, Tiemu.
Okay.
It's your coma. Some ran so more, you know, be a doom the mic. At the same year, didn't come on, Hannah do me, Mike.
What's your watch?
Now, I can't send me any. Uncle,
Okay.
Bibia, Obi, or Habete.
Obatino.
To a castle. Omanhene Yaw, Miss Me. Me can't day. I've also share. Young call record, you could hear recording as D.
As a camera, be beyond capture Bia. No one is any part 3B, Satreno.
Dabina watching one.
This are a treno.
Or suspected three.
Or suspected three.
Your suspicion cannot.
Natrin will be our mom say no more.
Dabina was in your no fair dear baby.
Also, you one or two or more.
As you good, as your book goes, as your book, head teacher, to be not be some chiwa. A giant say, of a sort of almost good backbench to our Casano free by. How do you determine Casano? The decibel of noise, no? The distance, any position, and whereby.
What's it direction? No?
Oh, it's a funtus official. Much ado about nothing. 2,637 ECG containers traced.
Today we are
minorities demanding an explanation. Now, Collins, the deputy, former deputy energy minister, and or Kasa change for say, woman Tiasie. I dare say I they are fed the Omatuma trace, home could trace in Wahin. They are demanding explanation. Chama would to me, and no, I just change command here, say about no me and son, Uncle CID. Now, Ioko. Onam kwanso a okona na yoku for tam no for interrogation. Afe yase wa collapse. MPP4 nam Kolebu 37 police hospital rage omo hwe wontu me na yebusa so omo hu no na omo hu no no what to say just nkodi akasa wo ho yentie di okai
3 p.m. So after the engagement, we felt the Lord thought that he would go on his way going to the house. His car was crossed by about 4 pickups with heavily armed men in the unbranded car. And initially, we didn't know where they were taking him until one of the guys that was with him made the point that they are taking me to Yoko. So we came to Yoko to ascertain what really the issue or issues are. Only for them to tell us that they are still doing their own investigation, and when they are ready, they will communicate to us. So we are just waiting to hear from them as to what their next line of action. So that is why we are here. So they have said that we should give them some time and they will get back to us. So we are just hanging around to see what will happen.
Is the time going to be today, or you think?
Enti de ebaye eno no na de etete de se nra lawyer Adeakye Abia ni wontumi nuane a lawyer fo wo mo akiri nkran ba bia wo mo huntumi yesi yokofo fa no mo busabusara no asem na no eni su chi no ema wo twahwe ema yesi a lawyer fo no ko yoko mo se o ma rush no ko hospital o mo hospital grodin a almost 37 Omko Rich Onio and no NMA second vice chairman Alaji your friend say cry but how do nom dear buffo and the omoni yoko premise on a nyagro crab on ho ye did the pa we won't see any my cost ho no won't take us Mestre Yoko Mestre Penifo a sign of ho ya Akwaba officially as Antiso Akwaba a sign of ho a sign of ho Chama won't me now will be maybe I did be a shan ho ebi so an haunting one share you because and I had the course with the course say why share ye na oyene bi sipa every before omono they have nothing to lose at the moment see ekotia semboni bi fa sa ya che no ye de na kura ha ye hwe ne ehunu na BBC a mensre omo hwe ye o yam pasa wo collapse yam pasa doctor for hwe no ana o mamoa na kose baby in his state our yard no muana why are they not allowing the lawyers to know his whereabouts what is are they a dear bonia and nipa yanti or yari more interrogating why yari more free lawyer for say Marashino hospital they have been through virtually every major hospital in Accra he cannot be found are they how hey, Mr. Mo, Omanhene Yaw, kama, and never kitty be say can trigger all manner of things. Because MPP mabuni upon everything, maybe would to me who be he. Asante region would to say, Obia go about the duty as a BBA currency. Then boom, say, I'm sure you know BBC. One more trial this how there will be chaos. Mami kwa umano so na mene Honorable Collins Adomako Vija Kwabri no Machebejani or a former deputy minister energy ni atine say container na ye nyina ka ho asem na ye wura gina po ehweso a didi hu nkomo no 2637 of it has been traced. Honorable Collins Memoache.
No, me abe man patro me joso.
Now point to say
said they had to be American and no Cassay and Copon and Quachem.
But you now one kind. Now, I no pay what's in time I want to be say, Omanhene baby or that.
First of all, no pay me sorry, the platforms, you know, any information as to know whereabouts. Now, and now your parliament. Your parliament, and I mean, a voice message, a free Nyan Casamini Abema, or Hineba, Yenina, down for Hineba. Catch me say, when Yanti said, Chemaun to me has been arrested. Wouldn't say Chemaun to me on Monday, and that's a Tuesday. Let's say Monday, they invite a call CID headquarters. This is after more reading the fee or Ashanti region to ostensibly say arrest ambush or two bull run fee. Who they say apparently quite only CID for no arrangement. Say Obeba Monday as per their invitation. Okodu on Monday on the lawyers they call here. Omuti na musem what the caution statements in the other. And police form said they say Adeakye Abia on reporting Hobium, just as they do with any ordinary arrest. Adeakye Abia Okodu Tuesday we call reporting on all Konwana officials from Yoko the cast bear 4 to 5 that's in the share term and a power more than the call Yoko office a free and a pabre we are bringing a call as at 12 a.m. yesterday you baby I want to be I got to say at Nickel Hospital almost all the hospitals in Accra me meant me and Kobe essence and your parliament but information me and say almost all the major hospitals in Accra you baby or maybe American yes they very careful democracy we have to be very careful say in could do baby very difficult to sustain it because you can imagine say assembly to wound to me wherever he is at now very chaotic the democracy will be a bonnet young MPP4 young sell any wrongdoer so why bonia what friend said them friend who call CID or reporting on as a good citizen much in the then we whisk him away number 4 or 5 hours the lawyers party pending for with any access to him and this man it's a very very chaotic thing Mr. Abba and you see maybe I'm about studio Mr. Mahama His Excellency Usheni Dimina Unimino now Dimina said your Kasa and then your mano this is not like Mahama the air this is not the normal Mahama we know Biana or character beer I feel near to me or then the actually idea because it will be strange say His Excellency in India also I'm sure say by now what say these arrests no start saying you reading Kofo film the almost a mask the young boy here Kumi most false publication said be a false publication BNI national security no munina bull refugee national security that is not their job they are an intelligence wing of the whole security service or maybe pick intelligence no major investigations ama other security agencies and the national security has been turned into a detention center one or more baby no makofa I feel a little bit careful especially when the Chief Justice there are petitions or more processes to take away the Chief Justice now democracy now executive NDC parliament they say they control parliament now so person take over the judiciary as well. That is a recipe for chaos. What it means, they say this is a very beautiful democratic coup. They control everything. Checks and balances, difficult. And I'm just hoping, say, mobile careful. Sompa FM. The democracy has been
okay.
What do we do? Go to court and let's see the way forward.
All right.
I don't think so.
All right. My inquiry these containers and no temenra on in central for Kasaye. But on our containers no Omarco tracing Omanhene so and near my woman in a womb. And information your best country to Ghanaians. What are Roma? Chete Mukakra.
You know, me and John Jenapo, and say he's my very good friend. the last time the bar was studio, even the NDC panelists, he was worried about, say, I think, say, his approach to media communication, since already a minister, a problematic. I think, say, he normally will rush ahead of time to create an impression. Say, advance for a call, and say, or you know, maybe I said it too soon. But I say, I got 5 hours of fuel or 2.5 days of fuel. Or back to explain himself. Go and tell you, be about 2 months ago, and I say, containers the area. It's the same minister that the catcher said. The reports from ECG to him as a minister, they said 2,491. I'm among for the telephone see the figures not very well. 2,491 containers. Our port are unclear. I have friend uncleared containers. Minister, upon hearing this, no set up a committee to go and investigate the 2,491 uncleared containers. Report committee no report on the business containers 2,491 just 1,357. What it means, they say 1,134 ayera. They can't trace it. Miraculously, ayera reports. So yes, a tiny pot of war in your meduma. Several you can cry. Processes are best to take your car out. I see a container ayera about Parliament. At the Kasai, what say I see a friend of marking on another board chairman, Yam Pamono, or Maton Tom, and buying a chair mono or Makuna with ECG. Me approach at the time as a deputy ranking member was that young as a mind here, as an opposition here, really destructive. And we are prepared to assist the minister to unravel the whole mystery.
Okay.
Although containers we knew definitely the containers will be found because the process is very clear to clear a container from the port. And now I sorry on a par. Daily Graphic, our reporter said the communication director of the Ministry of Energy had the new information about say containers 1,134 I just report. I said suddenly 2,637 containers. Port they want to see 2,637 containers at the same time port. Strangely, this is double the amount. You see, I report now. Now, share Daily Graphic front page. You see, government has retrieved. But so can say what retrieved the let's say I ran wakuhunu. This is no retriever. They have found it. Omakuhunu baby egu. And Omankuhunu said they were outside the port. Omankuhunu na port kwa. What it means is that audit creating the impression. Say a binder that accompanied with officials of ECG, any officials of the port and harbors to steal the containers. Seconds. Now it's becoming very clear. Say it is so because last 2 weeks, 3 weeks a call. Pediatric and catch us here meeting.
That's right.
With the power players. We start ECG managing director. As a managing director, containers na ayana. Where was it in your possession? And answer it was in the possession of the Ghana Port and Harbors Authority, because we must ascertain they are not the one in Kenya. That is what will lead us to where the investigations will go. They were not prepared to answer. No, my own and kaka. If I say. Answer what the will invite the minister. And it's sorry, apparently 1,137 years here, and then she said, close to 2,637 containers with the same port. You see, as I'm a minister, and some people are talking within a few weeks or months, and then somehow can have videos if it continues like that, credibility is on the line. The next time we catch them today, yeah, we are a rain last week and Sunday here. So you're not careful in our rush to tarnish the image of our opponent when indeed the facts do not point to that direction.
Okay. Honorable Collins, Adoma Kumensa, our friend who Robert Joseph. I know pay that say, Wama Yenchemu. You be so moha. Yami come. Okay. Honorable Collins, Adoma Kumensa, and I'm what is here to change Komono. Dr. Vladimir Chidan so and so the Zambia to just say the city appreciation, they are not stabilizing it permanently. We will relapse by December. Pacho Yentieno.
Be and must try and be an export economy, and that is the only way you stabilize your currency. That's the only way you make the other currency lower or stronger. So what we are doing is that we are not stabilizing permanently. We'll relapse by December. I believe that will relapse, and I'm saying this from a technical point of view, and I'm not doing politics with it. What I'm trying to say is that it's not yet hooray for a CD kind of appreciation.
Okay. Also on the Ohuni say December, the city and the dollar fight, knock down, maybe another dollar and start to so Pejantino or Bobo and Trinco Nova. Be muso projected December, be projected September. Mama Yarigan so the Nanuatum finally, easy a car or day. Polling officers, na yente de mama yariga a majority leader so come far a car or do more say you come on mate
during the just past election will be addressed. It is part of the budget of 2024. It was approved. The funds were made available, but during the transition, somehow. There was a general sweeping of accounts and that affected them. But the finance minister has given them firm assurance that once everything is sorted out, the funds will be returned to them. Like Right Honorable Speaker has indicated, we visited them as a committee and they brought it up with us and we assured them that we'll follow up on it. So rest assured that it's a matter that we'll push for payments to be made to the EC.
Some of it told you, no. Almost almost accounting transition, Sikabi another easy account to finance minister Eden Satoso. Now, there is a general audit going on in all ministries, institutions, and departments. Etimu amofre kawasem de bia near to change komono. The Atian said, Sambre, last week. Professor Apia Hini Mameti say last week nana omo de easy for the drew omo de so it was more expected say na what we say finance minister to me kase bibia out why na mama yariga honorable mama yariga majority that they beto Ghana for because a question was asked about it or say omo any finance minister say any problem crash you can wo Nemo no mu bu nkonta wo ho. Enti masa, minu aba asem we u frem bio sa bebu sam ho asem na u peso ogegeme. Ene de betimi aka bi amaka ma yariga so da no betum. Parliament hands are capture say. Finance ministry ye hwehwemu wo sika no. Enti nyame ya atoma. Se na ochi almost say last week. By this week say auditors no wia. By next week, we have a Kosika. Kawasam Yaye Juma. Azante, Edeya, Mammy Timo. Mema will be about 5 minutes before Kasa. 5 minutes, crime some Renoko, Yakoba, and there Kawasam Timema. Then I'll also come once a meow. Wouldn't to me, you know.
And
the second one, the containers I own.
I would make cancer to me, Queen. A first day, the day who say, like the usual, so
you see what the security expert speaks. Yeah, we should listen. Yesterday he said wood to me, unchese obefa singlet kakra.
And the national skills for almost
almost Basa abem.
But the empesa me kan ho asempa ho. Mr. President John Dramani Mahama, the Chief of Staff, Honorable Julius Debra. Omi a very experienced in politics. Omi a very experienced also about governance more. President John Dramani Mahama a deputy minister da. Why minister?
Assemblyman.
Why assemblyman? Why vice president?
I
a member of parliament.
I a former president.
I a former
president.
Asabe president. Honorable Julius.
He knows
Debra,
it all.
He knows it all. Honorable Julius Debra so sunyamia dom ministerial appointment bebre wo kutem e ba na brabo see a more bra in society a why ye be ene wasa so ababio as chief of staff akonta omoa President John Dramani Mahama the ministers no akonta say the current ministers they are very young from finance to energy to foreign affairs to communication to one why omo very young and omo ede adwuma no. But they will need the help and guidance of Julius Debra and President John Dramani Mahama. And you put the vice president, Professor
Monday, they had a ministerial meeting. All of them. I'm sorry,
yes. The ama me kasa no say na enra assembly na ohe commenter across the globe na eba na very bad for Ghana. See a brand TB Ghana. Yeah, my friends, a consulate to embassy US, Washington DC, Aquaco GCK, and a minister of foreign affairs. We are singing na the to social media and so bang, yet ya two embassy.
And ya brand here now, you see, or create ITBA,
yes,
or your passport, and
yes,
the amount visa,
yes,
or $50,
yes,
it be $70,
yes,
and to know embassy for now, or more year Juma or
yes.
Ya suspended.
Yes.
Omo far locally. US. Washington. I be a global discussion.
Yes. Na ya to ye embassy mu like Brian say abrantie bi ni su ene ne ba konta de ma hu owiase say bibie ni wono mu a ensi da under the sun.
That's right.
Bibie si da. And no constitution bia mu a akota say even enne that maybe one way near the Obaho as head of department and I said boss you will procedure and processes of handling every
and
issue,
especially foreign affairs.
Mo eti your foreign affairs minister Samuel Okudje to Ablakwa akonta the ama make Julius Debra and President John Dramani Mahama and one mrantie ne maba one the young ones na wa form neno sadie no a Okudje to Ablakwa ne enra no
go to social media.
The social media no so Okudje to Ablakwa who say on your opposition de facto foreign affairs minister na 1-2 Akufo-Addo afa plane Akufo-Addo play of fire ne boy say Akufo-Addo say now virtually as a Ghana ye ni secret bia de no Okudje to Ablakwa ye ni say na me pay so say virtually Ghana ye bia is out
and
there
social media
and the social media no so na like upe bibia bam at least nipa kra na say also wunya sumasem kakrakra
na ya won hwe say bank
odi besie baby
obitimi di bank ni dream.
Yes,
but bank no
require bank ne fa
so
asem no
ometuma ka say nipa we.
yes,
so when you deal here,
yes,
you deal with such a person and but the details and the intricacies of the AC no omunka
because you can say credim
it will bring panic reaction for people that say any musika akwa na wi ani nyina nti ye will be okra for national security why body o for the sake of national and not that kwaku kwabra du buan issue nipa bebe ka say omonto any cautious also na assembly say about under to
eje to from team President John Dramani Mahama ne Honorable Julius Debra akonta enye baako wo mo be so President John Dramani Mahama iniana ginapo start ye hunu na Ghana for and obedi minister na nke nim say besesa ogusu ehunu na yin and akota one particular area so a region mama kofie na asaso de na ba dumso and now the young man na kwakote no and I just want a press conference akota dey steady ginapo adepia obe engage media
the NDC as a party is and its followers are even worried.
Yes, adepia obe face media na say oni media na kasa about the sector obia no Obruna Ghana for the Ghana for quiet museum and ye do nkomo be bosome na sa na ase ya ba ama reality na ba so yes
as well ya abeye a rumor monger bi.
Mo etimisre okuje twa black one young men ne young women no eye ni munyam se na President John Dramani Mahama de ase wo mo no. Omo susu huna yen. Nya asem nyina na ye de to abonten
Bam. Asante.
Well, with regards to Ghana, a mission in Washington, we say this morning or later last evening, almost had about 2 guys say they are going to reopen our embassy tomorrow at China. It tells you say they had realized the way they rushed in managing the system.
It was wrong
because one person, one individual, and why am phone so allegedly. Why should other people also suffer? Now it's about the image. Is it image cleansing plan from the ministry?
Yeah.
Say bia one on phones when to the baby papa anyone which is I don't support it because the SC who bet me for Queen so right now have you made any arrest? No. Now we are going to an extent say over recall those who have been employed through a memo say they should be recalled back into the country. For me, I say, oh yeah, so they should be doing that individual punishment and assessment of the scene.
Now who say you cry Betty?
Oh,
was it necessary?
Oh, my, you better
looking at the global, you know.
Yantin is like I said, the ministry is at the moment doing some investigation, so and so and so forth. By the extent of the information, and the case, but my they make a Parliament. Parliament yen may be a make of sentiment because has our parliament to back a so be a can be a parliament to be in there. Mooney Pacro. I mean, why are people being paid over there? Hey, sending the river bedroom penny Mahama and as a man penny another dangle go for former president or parliament. Munti me Unipaco did not tell.
I brought you.
I know I with the more as a model money diago. Popping should go further because. Baby, we can zoom it down. I will say, "Bia, nipa menumi and some we say so that whatever." Because with them, some say we learned there was a petition from voter region, other people to bring it out, and said, "Where they are, man, Rollins, or Ghana, Japan, good or bad, whatever." Wouldn't mean because I said, in and ABI way, you got argument to where at the floor of Parliament, I had the third another.
It was a full house.
Full house. I'm going to say, number and say. My work of head and say, oh, do you know ma? Now, more for some chance, moody, ye diagram say. And the Bible I said, will be MPP did what time Parliament to what? To back at and say, Unibago.
There been a member football see, Orlando. Obi to me in a crowd, team you. Football match, a major crowd. No, I can't hate speech. And now racist, are they not able to? Almost to me, who the background in the
na Suarez dey on uchi ni kwen
meba obi to me to adie
field no so field no so once almost spelling maybe no
I what did not tell the players no kasa no do tell man no
player ne pushing na was negro means black and no am ti negro na no so you know the omo here me I'm not so my
Evra me say so omo will be big so person omo chi MP kra omo they are shielding the MP
ama me mpo de enye ye chi MP no enye no hear me o but some back I kire yen Ghana for ne say I say omo ntimi nya investigation no insult because ya hwe ya obi ba no beka say mu ti o mampanyi be na say new person hold on beti yi na ba parliament nyam ekoso mo ho no mo ye ba bia yen Ghana for ne say bi we hwe ne mapi fro mo ye a very special arm of the government
asante me enkomra ye koba na ya to aso e wa ha no mo
eno so ne hian Ghana for
say the yen kwachi
forestry dey bill na mo say o mo pass ye na nti o mo twem na eno mo resume ye no what is this speaker ka ho asem tie DMP atem no ene hian Ghana for ye forest ni ye nsu akwa
2462 no
246 say dey
no and abros ni nyina mo de ba tu dwa nyama on be
question hammer that more than say DMP atem
okay just see the Rollins atem just see the Rollins atem okay Ember ene Orlando Ayakrado wa ha no more tip off is live